Hey everyone, I'm Rasmus, and I'm glad you're here. Let's talk about the 6 best remote side hustles for 50 plus in 2025. Because if you're anything like me, you've probably had that terrifying realization you are just a number. I have personally watched men and women in their 50s and 60s be the first ones to go when the economy takes a dip, simply because a company can pay somebody younger half the wage. You're out. And let's be honest, if your retirement savings looked anything like mine did a few years ago, you might have had that chilling uh-oh moment. We are still stupid short for retirement. That is the moment I knew I needed to figure out something else. So, let me share with you these 6 powerful remote side hustles that you can start right now, even while you're working a full-time job, which is exactly what I did, even if you have zero experience, zero knowledge about how to do it. And the number one hustle I'm going to share is personally the one that I recommend for beginners to get started with immediately. So stick around, my friend, because this could fundamentally change your life. A couple of years ago, I was still grinding, still feeling trapped, behind on our retirement savings, and honestly, feeling totally stuck. I had tried a bunch of things online and failed more times than I cared to count. But then I found a system that actually worked for me. I'm here to tell you that everything I'm going to share with you in this video, I personally use and I absolutely recommend. So if you've ever felt like you're starting too late or that tech isn't your thing, you are exactly who I made this video for. So let's go. The 3 questions that unlock your gold. Before we jump into the list, here's something I want you to think about. A lot of side hustle videos out there focus on how much money you can make. And don't get me wrong, income matters. Of course it does. But if you hate what you're doing, you won't stick with it long enough to see results. The 3 questions that unlock your gold. Before we jump into the list, here's something I want you to think about. A lot of side hustle videos out there focus on how much money you can make. And don't get me wrong, income matters. Of course it does. But if you hate what you're doing, you won't stick with it long enough to see results. So instead, I want you to ask yourself these 3 critical questions. 1. What do I love doing? 2. What am I naturally good at? Something people already ask you for help with. 3. What would people actually pay for? You see that little sweet spot where all 3 overlap? That is where your remote side hustle gold lives. As I go through these next 6 ideas, keep those 3 questions in mind and pay attention to the one that lights a fire in your gut. Okay, sound good? All right. Now, let's start with the easiest one, the one that completely changed the game for me. Hustle 1, affiliate marketing, the best starter. Solving the I need zero investment problem. This hustle is for anyone who says, I cannot spend a single dime to start this business. This is the simplest way to start making money online immediately, especially if you don't want to create your own product. The strategy. Affiliate marketing is simply getting paid to share something that you already love. You're recommending a product or a service, and when someone buys it through your unique link, you earn a commission. The story. My older cousin Robert loves his garden. He uses a local Facebook group to share pictures of his perfect tomatoes. He simply includes a link to the specific shovel he loves on Amazon. He doesn't sell anything. He just gets a small commission when someone buys that shovel. He's funding his fishing trips with those commissions now. The details. Think about what you already talk about. Your favorite coffee maker, your walking shoes, or a budgeting spreadsheet you use. Imagine every time someone asks, where did you get that? You send them a link that pays you when they buy it. That's affiliate marketing. How you can start today. Amazon Associates is the easiest place to start. Just Google it, sign up for free, and start posting links to things you already use on your personal Facebook page, Instagram, or even just through email to friends. Why is this perfect for beginners? Because there's no product creation, no shipping, and zero customer service. You're just sharing what works for you. Hustle 2, online tutoring, subject coaching. Solving the I have wisdom, but who wants it problem. This is for anyone who feels their decades of knowledge are wasted. You are not starting over, you are finally monetizing your life's experience. The strategy: get paid to guide others using the life experience and wisdom that you already have. The story: my mentor, a retired HR executive, was bored stiff. He wasn't looking for a full-time job, but he was looking for purpose. He started taking calls from young people who needed advice on negotiating a raise or dealing with a toxic boss. He charges $75 for a 45-minute Zoom session. He told me the money was nice, but the biggest payoff was the satisfaction of knowing he was changing someone's life for the better. The details: you don't need a fancy certification to be a coach. You just need to be one step ahead of the person you're helping. What are you an expert in? Budgeting? Faith-based life coaching? Divorce or grief recovery? Even teaching someone how to use Excel? You can coach one-on-one, host small group sessions, or turn your coaching into a mini course. You are selling your wisdom by the hour. How you can start today: identify your niche and use sites like Wisent to list yourself as a subject matter expert, or simply post a service on a site like Fiverr offering 30-minute resume review based on your experience. Hustle 3. Remote proofreading and editing. Solving the I hate tech jargon problem. This is the ultimate low-tech hustle. It uses the foundational skill you perfected over 30 years of business and communication: attention to detail. The strategy: get paid to be the last best eye on a document. You are simply translating messy words into clear, professional text. The story: I know a retiree named Carol. She spent her career handling contracts and legal documents. Now she spends her mornings working from her kitchen table, editing academic papers for students who need perfect grammar. She was shocked to find that businesses would pay her $35 per hour just to proofread marketing materials for typos. She works 3 4-hour shifts a week and brings in over $1,000 a month. The details: every student writing a thesis and every small business drafting a website needs a reliable second set of eyes. You are selling your reliability. You can do the work entirely at your own pace. How you can start today: focus on niche sites like ServiceScape. While Upwork is crowded with low-cost competition, ServiceScape attracts clients specifically looking for quality and expertise, meaning they pay a premium for a reliable editor like you. Hustle 4. Selling simple digital templates. Solving the I need true passive income problem. This is the ultimate answer to the fear of running out of money, creating something once and having it pay you forever. This is income that flows in even when you are traveling or sleeping. The strategy: turn what you know into a downloadable product that pays you on repeat. The story: my friend George, a retired finance manager, was always making spreadsheets. He turned his personal home maintenance schedule, when to change the filter, check the roof, into a printable template. He charges $7 for it on Etsy. He did the work once 5 years ago, and it pays him every single month, completely covering his property tax bill last year. The details: think about your life. Have you created a family budget that actually works? A detailed plan for organizing the garage? These organizational methods are valuable products. You create a checklist, a schedule, or a tracker, upload it to a site, and every time someone downloads it, you get paid. You are selling your organizational genius. How you can start today: master Canva for design and use Google Sheets for spreadsheets. These tools are intuitive and free. Etsy is the best starting platform. Price your items between $5 and $10. You want volume, not exclusivity. Hustle 5. Online data entry and transcription. Solving the I need simple, low-stress work problem. This is for those of you who just want simple, reliable, repetitive work without any high-stakes decisions or direct customer service. You get paid for reliability and consistency. The strategy: get paid for your attention to detail by translating audio into text or converting handwritten notes into digital format. The story: I know a retiree named Carol who lives with a chronic condition and can't maintain a fixed schedule. She signed up for a transcription service. She told me the first few weeks were slow, but once she found a rhythm, she was able to do all her work on her laptop at the kitchen table, fitting her shifts around her appointments. She brings in consistent side money without having to worry about fixed office hours. The details: your advantage is your professional work ethic. This work often requires basic typing and listening skills, skills you've been developing your entire life. How you can start today: invest in a comfortable, good quality set of headphones. Clear audio is key. Look for platforms like Transcribe Me for transcription, or sites specializing in data annotation for AI models. Hustle 6. Online tutoring, formal subjects. Solving the I need a schedule and structure problem. This is for former teachers, engineers, or anyone with specific subject matter expertise who thrives in a scheduled, organized environment. The strategy: directly teach formal subjects to students or adults online. The story: my sister, a retired high school English teacher, hated the school bureaucracy. Now she tutors high school English online via Zoom. She loves it because she gets to focus only on teaching. No paperwork, no mandatory meetings. She easily commands $40 per hour because she has a teaching credential and years of experience. The details: what subject did you ace in college or master during your career? Math, history, a foreign language, or even advanced Excel? You can tutor students or teach adults specialized software. How you can start today: list yourself on a tutoring platform like Wisent. Emphasize your professional background, not just your test scores. That is your credential. Now that you know the 6 best remote side hustles to make money online this year, you might be wanting to learn how I use these to actually make a significant income. And I retired at 55 with no degree and no experience. But how do you do that? It all starts by watching this next video, where I break down my entire freedom formula. When you pair that with what I just taught you in this video, it's going to be so much more powerful. If even one of these side hustles sparked something in you today, then don't just watch this video and walk away. Take the first step. Grab my Freedom Formula blueprint below, and I'll show you exactly how to build that kind of an income that gives you freedom, flexibility, and peace of mind heading into your retirement. You were made for more, my friend, and your time is now. I'll see you in the next video.